We're always told that respect is something you earn with big, grand gestures, right? Big achievements. But what if the things that really chip away at it are silent? What if we're losing respect not in some big, dramatic argument, but in these quiet, everyday habits that we don't even realize we're doing? Well, today, we're going to dive into the hidden psychology of how people really see us and the subtle signals we might be sending without even knowing it.
And let's be honest for a second. Have you ever been in a meeting, or maybe just a conversation with friends, and you pour your thoughts out, and you just feel invisible? Like your words just sort of evaporated into thin air? It is such a frustrating feeling, right? And it makes you wonder, okay, what am I doing wrong here?
Well, this is probably where most of us get it wrong. We chase the stuff on the left. The status, the perfect looks, the wealth, thinking that's the ticket to earning respect. But the source material for this explainer points to something totally different, something happening internally. It suggests that respect is actually built or broken in the unseen world of our own minds. It's all about our subtle attitudes and our unseen habits that are broadcasting a message to everyone around us.
So let's pull back the curtain on the first of these hidden habits. It's a really powerful psychological energy that can quietly and effectively push respect away. And it's called the victim energy mindset.
So what does that actually mean? Well, think of it like this. It's the lens you see your life through. Are you the driver, in control of where you're going? Or are you the passenger, where things just seem to be constantly happening to you? It's a very subtle but profound shift from being an active agent to being a passive recipient. Which seat do you usually find yourself in?
And this is exactly how that mindset shows up in the real world. It's that person who's always pointing out what's wrong with a plan, but never ever offers a solution. It's that constant low-level complaining that just sucks the energy right out of a room. Or that subtle, almost automatic deflection of blame. See, over time, this projects an energy that makes other people feel helpless and eventually just dismissive. It silently eats away at respect.
Okay, so if that first habit is about deflecting power, this second one, it's about claiming power you haven't actually earned yet. This is a cognitive bias a lot of us can fall into, and it creates this huge respect-destroying gap between how confident we feel and how competent we actually are.
You've probably heard of this one, the Dunning-Kruger effect. Here's a way to think about it. Imagine you're at the bottom of a mountain. You look up and you think, hey, that doesn't look so hard. But that's because you don't know enough yet to even see the sheer cliffs and the hidden dangers ahead of you. So your confidence just soars, way beyond your actual ability.
And you can see it perfectly right here. I mean, look at that gap. Someone might have a really low level of actual skill in something, say around 20%, but their perceived confidence is totally sky high, maybe up at 80%. They talk a really big game because, honestly, they can't even see the full picture of what they're missing.
And this is exactly how other people see that gap. They don't hear knowledgeable. They just hear loud. Loud but not wise. It's the person who speaks with the most authority on a topic they actually know the least about. And let me tell you, absolutely nothing makes people lose respect for you faster than that.
Okay, so we've pointed out two subtle but really powerful ways respect gets eroded. But look, this isn't about making you feel bad. Not at all. The most important part of this whole thing is figuring out what we can do about it. And according to our source material, it all starts with one simple but incredibly powerful idea: awareness.
This quote, it really gets to the absolute heart of the matter. You just can't change a habit if you don't even know you have it. So the goal here isn't to find some magic wand to fix everything. It's to give you something way more powerful, the tool of self-awareness. And it all starts by asking yourself some really honest questions.
And here's a clear path to start that process. Step one is just taking an honest inventory. Think about the last week. Have you found yourself falling into those patterns of complaining and blaming? Or maybe you've spoken with absolute certainty about something you've really only just started to learn. This isn't about judging yourself, it's just about observing. Then, step two is to question the story behind that behavior. Why do you feel like the world is against you? What's really driving that need to be the expert? Challenging that internal narrative, that's where the real change begins.
And really, that's the thought we want to leave you with. Every small action, every subtle attitude, it all contributes to the story people are telling about you when you're not in the room. These habits, they're communicating something, whether you mean for them to or not. So the real question is, what story are your subtle habits telling the world about you?